After the white light, it stops blinding you. You wonder where you're at, only feeling the ground and something soft at the back of your head. You don't know how you can feel anything back there, since you lost all feelings back there due to some grenade going off behind your head. But it's nice to feel stuff back there. It almost felt like you had fur, but you do not, since you are a human after all, right? Look who's finally awake, said a female voice coming from somewhere, not knowing where it's coming from. You looked all around, not to see nothing. But when looking around, you realize that you had fur. You were on your back, up against something that was fuzzy. And there's a female voice around somewhere, which you'll probably never find out where it's coming from. But all your futile attempts to look around was met with a laugh. Seems like someone wants to see their mother. You stop moving. Did that voice just said mother? You raise your eyebrow, or what you could do, at the shock of someone calling you their son or whatever. Something lifts you up from where you were sitting, or was it laying? You started to not question what you do now. By the time you managed to get it turned around, you met the face of a pony. How could you tell it was a pony? Well, with half of the muzzle not being longer than a horse, and you have seen ponies before. And wait, you pause. Seeing big eyes that shouldn't be on a pony. That should be on a cow instead. You laughed subconsciously at what you just said. But looking back at the pony, she smiles more at you. You could tell because of the mane. Or something like that. Or was it the eyelashes? But all thoughts stopped when it started talking. Well, I don't know how to say this, but welcome to the world, my little Imperium. Imperium. Whoever this pony, wait. Imperium. You like the sound of Imperium. Much more better than your last name. Which you were never gonna say again at mention of being called Imperium. You love the sound of it. But if you stop and realize where you are at, why your name sounds like authority. The first thing that came to your mind was the My Little Pony. Friendship is magic. Why you may ask that came to mind? Well, when you start seeing talking ponies and getting called a name that should be placed with a pony from My Little Ponies, it really makes sense. Without even thinking of it, you just yawn. You didn't even want to yawn. It just came out. You see the mayor right in front of you chuckle. Well, you've been sleeping for most of the day. Seems like you want to go see the world. And you didn't realize that she had a horn. Does this make you... Do you have a horn? You try moving your forelimbs, which were futile, seeing that you were covering a magical aura. Most people in your state would be freaking out right now, but for you, you study crossing dimensions, people dying and going to dimensions. This, to you, was a dream come true. This means you will get to change your personality a bit more than your last life. Looking down, you could see actual grass. So that would explain one thing that you were feeling on your back. But if there's a female, if this pony is calling you, is telling you that you are her mother, that she is your mother, that would mean you have a father. If you don't, that means that your father, for this life, abandoned her, which would not do well for your insanity. Welcome to Equestria, Imperium, a home that may not accept us fat ponies, but for your father, he was a wise man, but most ponies did not believe in him, killing him and leaving you and me. She nuzzles you. Now, this may not be good, but seeing a little festival with a unicorn, they may think I have kidnapped you, but they'll never take away my little Imperium. Alright, being called her little Imperium is starting to get old. Even though that she probably only said 3 times by now. And was you stop already knowing what ancestral was. You just look at her with a goofy smile, which you finally figured out how to do. The only thing that matters to you right now is if you are a a female or a male. Because if you're a female, you are not going through a period. You rather kill yourself than go through that. It would be a few minutes later before you would see a town. Most likely Ponyville, thanks to a certain castle in the middle of it. After a few minutes of your new mother walking you towards towards Ponyville, you're curious why she's even walking you here. You truly never got her name, but you just call her mother for now. After a while, she having you in her magic gets a few curious eyes from the locals, seeing Applejacks in one of her stalls, and almost having to look for Pinky until she popped up right in front of you saying, "Ooh, hi! How are you? My name's Pinkie Pie." Then doing her normal stuff, she ends up gasping and running the other way. Looking back at your new mother, she's shared the same expression that you are sharing right now. You were not gonna have a great day today, even if today was gonna be a party day. Well, my little Imperium, welcome to your new home. You raise an eyebrow. Looking around, you don't see a house or nothing. Then you want to slap yourself. This town was going to be your new home. Probably is going to be your new home for a couple of years until you reach adulthood. You don't know how fast your species age, but being a mixture of what you can tell ancestral and a unicorn, there's bound to be some hybrid stuff, which you wouldn't be surprised if there was. She continues to walk down this hallway. Better yet, it's not even a hallway. You're literally outside and you're calling a street a hallway because of how cramped it is, going through small houses. Or, wait a minute, Ponyville doesn't have small houses. You realize you fell asleep. Not your brightest moment. You know how to wake up from dreams. Injure yourself, then spring out of the dream. If it would work and Luna did not bother you, you would be right back into reality, not in a dream. Which was possible because you could imagine anything in a dream. Like a bat. Like saying bat, you end up hanging yourself upside the head with it. Waking back up from the dream world. You find yourself in a house now. Decorated with photos. Mostly photos of your new mother. You got a good look of her key mark. it was not what you were expecting. It had bat wings surrounding a crest. You don't know what the crest is, but it was not magic related. Almost want to make you curious. But you got a good look of your father. Why you may be asking I'm saying this now? Well, there were photos. Photos of your mother and your father, which you can presume now is a bat pony. His cutie mark was just swords with a shield on it. Mostly, when you see that, it means defending and protecting at the same time. But you're never good with saying words. Your mother soon takes you to a nursery. You could tell because there was a crib. And the room was a dark purple. You smile at that. Having yourself being placed down in the crib. You don't know what the time is or what is going to happen to you. But you know you're going to get a Pinkie Pie party today. You just know of it. To your left, there was an ant plushie. A plushie that your instincts soon made yourself tackle it. Soon biting it. You don't know why you're biting it, but it just feels good to bite it. Incoherent words came out of your mouth, mostly jibber jabber. But doing the jibber jabber almost made you feel happy. You were 40 in your last life, and now you get to live longer. Besides, if the TV show and all the fandoms are right about bat ponies, you'll be living a bit longer than a normal pony. You look back up to see your mother, looking right down at you, smiling. And what you were doing pleased her. If you comparing ancestral to a Mandalorian combat style, you would, because what would a Milo Pony area without a somewhat Mandalorian type of feel to it? That's the only reason why you would love being a bat pony. But tackling that ant pulled more strength out of you. Seeing this come to your mother's attention, she soon said this. Well, for your fire species, they do use up a lot of energy, but it's alright. When you're older, you will soon understand why you use up so much of your energy just